Fear is a primal emotion, and cinema has mastered the art of tapping into our deepest anxieties. These films stand above the rest, leaving audiences breathless and checking under the bed. Here are the top 10 scariest movies of all time. Number 10, Get Out. This modern masterpiece redefined horror by blending sharp social commentary with unbearable suspense. Following Chris as he visits his girlfriend's family for the first time, the film builds a palpable sense of unease through microaggressions and increasingly strange behavior. The polite smiles hide something deeply sinister, leading to terrifying concepts like the sunken place, a chilling visual representation of powerlessness. Director Jordan Peele masterfully uses unsettling imagery, like the eerie flicker of a television screen or the unnerving speed of a running groundskeeper, culminating in shocking reveals and brutal confrontations that are as thought-provoking as they are terrifying. Number 9, Sinister. Combining found footage horror with supernatural dread, Sinister follows a true crime writer who discovers a box of disturbing Super 8 home movies in his new house. Each film depicts a gruesome family murder carried out in ritualistic fashion, growing progressively more unsettling. The grainy, lo-fi quality of these snuff films makes the horror feel disturbingly real, while the presence of the demonic entity known as Bagul lurking in the background creates a constant sense of chilling dread. The film excels at building suspense through sound design and genuinely shocking jump scares tied to the horrifying tapes. Number 8, Halloween. John Carpenter's 1978 classic essentially invented the modern slasher genre and introduced one of cinema's most terrifying icons, Michael Myers. The film's brilliance lies in its simplicity and relentless suspense. Myers is portrayed as pure, motiveless evil, an unstoppable shape lurking in the shadows of a quiet suburban neighborhood. Carpenter uses masterful framing, long takes, and his own unforgettable, minimalist piano score to create an atmosphere of unbearable tension, making the audience feel constantly watched. The scares come not just from Myers appearing suddenly, but from the terrifying idea that evil can invade any home. Number 7, The Conjuring. Launching a massive horror franchise, James Wan's The Conjuring revitalized supernatural horror with masterful execution. Based on the supposed real-life case files of paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren, the film follows their investigation of a family terrorized by a dark presence in their secluded farmhouse. Wan expertly builds suspense through atmospheric tension, creepy sound design, and well-timed, genuinely startling scares involving ghostly apparitions, demonic possession, and cursed objects. The hide and clap sequence remains a standout moment of pure, terrifying suspense. Number 6, Alien. Ridley Scott's sci-fi horror masterpiece is a masterclass in claustrophobic terror and creature design. The crew of the Nostromo towing vessel unknowingly bring aboard a hostile extraterrestrial organism that begins hunting them one by one within the dark, labyrinthine corridors of their ship. The film brilliantly builds suspense by keeping the creature hidden for much of its runtime, relying on atmosphere, isolation, and H.R. Giger's nightmarish Xenomorph design to create fear. The infamous chestburster scene remains one of the most shocking and visceral moments in movie history. Number 5, The Texas Chain Saw Massacre. Tobe Hooper's 1974 low-budget nightmare feels disturbingly real, less like a polished movie and more like found footage from hell. Following a group of young friends who stumble upon a family of cannibals in rural Texas, the film assaults the senses with its gritty documentary-style visuals, unsettling sound design, and relentless sense of dread. Leatherface, with his mask of human skin and roaring chainsaw, is a terrifying icon of brute force and madness. The infamous dinner scene is a descent into pure, unforgettable insanity, leaving viewers shaken. Number 4, Psycho. Alfred Hitchcock's 1960 thriller fundamentally changed cinema and shocked audiences with its narrative twists and psychological horror. The story of Marion Crane's fateful stay at the Bates Motel, run by the disturbingly devoted Norman Bates and his unseen mother, is a masterwork of suspense. Hitchcock uses suggestion, voyeurism, and Bernard Herrmann's iconic screeching score to create unbearable tension. The shocking shower scene, with its rapid cuts and visceral impact, remains legendary. But the true horror lies in the terrifying exploration of a fractured human psyche. Number 3, The Shining. Stanley Kubrick's adaptation of Stephen King's novel is a chilling descent into madness set within the vast, isolated Overlook Hotel. As caretaker, Jack Torrance slowly succumbs to the hotel's supernatural influence and his own demons. His wife and son are terrorized by increasingly disturbing visions and his escalating violence. Kubrick uses unsettling symmetry, long tracking shots through empty hallways, disturbing imagery like the ghostly twins or the river of blood, and Jack Nicholson's unhinged performance to create a pervasive sense of psychological dread and supernatural horror that lingers long after viewing. Number 2, Hereditary. Ari Aster's debut feature is a relentless and deeply disturbing exploration of grief, trauma, and inherited darkness that spirals into unimaginable horror. Following a family unraveling after a tragedy, the film builds an atmosphere of almost unbearable tension and dread, punctuated by moments of shocking, graphic violence that defy expectation. Toni Collette delivers a powerhouse performance, and the film utilizes unsettling imagery, disturbing occult elements, and masterful sound design to create sequences of pure, visceral terror, culminating in a final act that is utterly horrifying and unforgettable. Number 1, The Exorcist. William Friedkin's 1973 masterpiece remains, for many, the undisputed king of scary movies. Based on William Peter Blatty's novel, the film depicts the demonic possession of a young girl, Regan, and the desperate attempts by 2 priests to perform an exorcism. Its power lies in its chillingly realistic portrayal of the events, groundbreaking and often disturbing special effects, like the head spin and spider walk, exploration of faith versus evil, and its ability to tap into deep-seated fears about the sacred and profane. The film caused mass hysteria upon release and continues to profoundly terrify audiences decades later. That's it for this Top 10 Trove. If you love videos like these, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. See you in the next one.